I do. I just don't know where they're at. It's somewhere around town.
Oh?
Captain by a hook with a
By a
red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
With the red beard, beard. They're playing checkers. We playing Chinese checkers. Friday, baby. How you love that?
I heard that one before. Chinese checkers.
Yes, sir. Friday, baby. Tonight there is the women's Final Four. I know. Hold your horses and stay in your seats. It's exciting stuff, baby. In about I don't know, 24 hours from that, maybe 30 hours from now, who knows?
Yeah.
You get the men's Final Four, baby. Line hasn't moved at all week. We just been staring at these ugly lines, if you ask me. 9.5 and 11.5. Hey, might as well make some bets, huh? We will break down those games shortly. Touch on the women's briefly, and then of course, as everybody knows, it is baseball season, baby.
Baseball.
Shout out. Oh, what the? We good? I don't know what just happened. Anyway, White Sox and Mets, baby.
Boy just did a vertical jump.
You saw that though?
Oh, yeah. Just saw it now. What the hell? Should be good now.
Something seems fishy. White Sox, Mets. Start talking about the White Sox, Mets, and everything dies. That's just how it goes around those organizations. But man, I used to joke that the White Sox and the Mets were my two favorite teams because you can bet against them every day and go home with some money for dinner. They had a few good seasons, but now we're getting back to the fade 'em at all cost territory. Last night, the Royals handled business against the White Sox 10-1. 2-1 going into the seventh inning. I mean, holy coyote, Batman. What the heck is going on? And then the Metropolitans of New York, they do get their first win yesterday, but that was after blowing a 3-0 lead in game one of the two games that they played yesterday and eventually losing that game. But anyway, that is neither here nor there. It's Friday. I got my man Jaden Chandler Parnell from the JC Pod with me, and he will help me break down these games for the weekend. My man, what game you looking forward to the most out of all four of the games, the women's and the men's Final Fours? And you could be biased and say your Boilermakers if you want.
Honestly, even non-biasedly, it might be my Boilermakers just because we talked about this 2 weeks ago. We thought it would never happen. Matchup of the century, heavyweight bout, DJ Burns, Zach Eady. We got World Heavyweight Championship on the line. It's gonna be a fun one, man. I'm really honestly that game I'm the most excited for. I could even if Purdue isn't losing, we get a battle of the post technicians. Doesn't get any better than that.
Nah, it sounds good on paper. Sounds great on paper.
But
I think the reality of it is DJ Burns is going to sit out 18 minutes in the first half with 2 fouls.
yep,
To come back,
yeah,
sit out 17 minutes in the second half with 4 fouls, play the last three
probably.
minutes trying to make something happen, down 17.
Quick question for you: over under 1.5 offensive fouls, -120. You taking the over or the under?
I take the under. I don't think they'll call offensive fouls on him.
I just figured he might, if anything, he might get one because I feel like my vision of it, because I feel the exact same way you do. I feel like this is my perfect matchup, assuming there's no foul trouble. Assuming there's foul trouble, I see DJ Burns finally gets Gillis on him one time and just goes bop, makes him flop, or Lawyer's on him and he does one of those chicken wings that he does. And then Lawyer
See,
goes flying across the court and then
I think
that way.
DJ Burns is smart enough. I don't think he's gonna let Gillis or Lawyer play with his head. I mean, you see a trash ass kid like that on you, you just go get a bucket. You know what I mean? It's not it's not
Nah,
like let me
yeah.
do something extra to embarrass this kid. Let me just go get a bucket. I don't even know what he's doing on me. Matter of fact, if you're smart, you try to score and make it look like it was tough. Yeah, put
Yeah.
him back on me. I barely scored on that one.
Yeah.
I barely got to the
My
baseline.
God, damn Flood Lawyer's pushing me out. Like I can't even hold my ground against that little white boy down there.
Yeah. But
Nah,
I
it's gonna
don't
be
know. I
fun.
mean, I can see it, man. I think the refs are gonna be hopefully we get an experienced ref crew.
I
I hate
hope
to
so, man.
I hate to get a crew that just I don't know. Some crews they
I'm
try to
happy.
just shut down anything, you know? Like
Yeah,
any move that's aggressive, they try to whoa, reel it in, big guy, reel it in. Get
I hope they give
scared.
him a little bit more freedom because this matchup is a little bit different. Like this is gonna be different than Alabama and Connecticut.
Oh
Oh, this is
yeah.
gonna be the problem. This is gonna be different than both of the women's matchups too. Like this is probably gonna be one of the few matchups we see like all season where it's true. Like, do I dare say 1960s basketball, where you get I know it's not that bad, but where you get the whole dribble it up, stop, get the post touch right away. First thing we're doing is poach us, building the whole offense around. This is probably gonna be the first game in a while where damn near you could say almost every possession is gonna be all right. Some big guys touching the ball,
Hey.
that's sexy to me.
Nah, yeah. I haven't thought about it. This game is actually the one I before we started talking about it, I was like could care less about it, man.
I
But
understand that though.
only because I just know, man. I've seen the refs in Edie all year. I'm not saying Edie has to
Yeah,
get fouled every play, but Edie's gonna shoot 26 free throws, and there's
yeah.
just nothing we can do about
I
it.
mean, for you people at home, let me put it to you as a guy who watches the Big Ten. We're gonna get one of three options, pretty much. One, we haven't seen yet alternating where the refs are actually heel and they decide, you know what, we're getting fouls on Edie actually every time. We got that option. We more realistically got one of these two, where one, the refs actually keep their whistles in the pocket. We get an amazing game. We actually can watch these two schools actually play some good basketball, or we're going to get the rest, which we're most likely going to get, where Edie's going to get absolutely hammered one possession, no call. Then he's going to get not hit as hard, but hit kind of hard next possession, foul, hit kind of hard again, foul, hit kind of hard again, foul. And the next possession, he's going to get clobbered. And they're like, well, we called 3 in a row. We can't call 4 in a row. And then they kind of let it go. And then next position, another foul. That was a lot of what happened in the Tennessee game. But like you said, he was actually getting fouled. It's just, I don't lie, it's crazy. You would think more people would let him just go to his hook shot, but everyone's so adamant about we just got to smack the shit out of his arms. I don't get it.
Nah, I think they used the wrong time to be aggressive with Edie. And like you
I think
said,
so too.
in my head, if I'm
It's always
playing
when he's like
defense,
this.
yeah, if I'm playing defense, once you catch the ball, I mean, that's pretty much with Edie, it's a wrap. If you let him get it too close, it's 2 points. Just go
Yeah.
get down on the other end, let him dunk it. I mean, if you can get him 12 to 15 feet away from the basket with the ball, he's probably not a threat to score. Just back the fuck up off him. But we get these guys that try to prove so much early. Yeah, they trying to be quicker than them with the ball. The time to attack him is when he's on defense. And I never see this. I don't know why
Yeah.
I don't see this. Maybe it's just not this generation's game to go at the big man's chest. But I don't know why people don't attack him. And I think we're gonna see DJ Burns do it. I'm just afraid DJ Burns is gonna be on the other end, hack-a-shacking away at Edie, trying to make something happen,
Yeah.
over eager. But I mean, guards, they go and they literally will stop and shoot an airball floater before they just go and try to get a foul on Edie. Like I would just try at least. Who cares if he blocks it? Jump right into his
I
chest,
mean,
try to hit the old hook shot off the glass. If he swings down and hits arm, it's a foul.
rumor has it that NC State's going to hire a new assistant called Brad Underwood for a little bit of strategy on how to attack bigs. That might not be a bad play if they actually do that, though. I mean, they literally should, honestly, just steal a strategy, except actually, if Edie's not getting any foul calls, maybe change it. But I think, yeah, with Edie, I mean, we've seen it before. He's liable to get in foul trouble. Last game, I don't think he got attacked more than like twice, and people are
Yeah,
complaining about
Tennessee
Tennessee
was
game.
scared of him.
Why is he not getting any foul calls? Edey finished the game with 1 foul. Nobody attacked him. And anytime they did, Edey was so beat that he couldn't do anything. So he just kind of stands there and lets him score. I mean, it's
Nah, he's smart about that. He's not gonna if he don't have the angle or he's not gonna just jump and foul. That's why you gotta attack him. You literally gotta go
yes,
to his
I
chest,
agree.
shoulder to chest. I mean, the other thing too is, I mean, you jump full speed into his chest enough times, he's gonna start backing the fuck up, even if he's not fouling you. Don't nobody want to get hit in the
Yeah.
chest 10 times in a row.
And NC State got some like I'm not gonna say they got big guards, but DJ Horn, not Aiden O'Connell, Michael O'Connell, they kind of stocky a little bit. Like DJ Horn specifically, he's a little bit stocky. Like I know he's still skinny, but he got a little bit of mass and muscle on him. They need to throw that around a little bit more.
I like DJ Horn. I feel bad for him actually.
Why?
I mean, he's
Why?
the real reason they here.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
DJ Burns getting all the commercials and interviews when that boy averaged 13 and 8 all season.
DJ Horn, like, God damn it.
DJ Horn over there averaging 20 and 9.
Yeah, he's
playing way better than DJ Burns, just not getting. I mean, if you saw the ACC tournament after they won, he gets the interview, and I mean, I damn near cried listening to DJ Horn talk about why not us. And then ever since then, I just see nothing but DJ Burns, and I love DJ Burns. I'm not trying to take nothing away from him.
Yep.
I just feel bad for DJ Horn that he ain't getting. It should be them two together at least. It's always just Burns and the coach.
To be fair,
like,
I mean, sorry, go ahead.
You was about to get fired 2 weeks ago, bro. We don't want to hear from you. Like, you have nothing to say to the like. It's not like you just put on some incredible coaching. It's DJ Horn and DJ Burns who just turned it up a notch. Michael, that's the power of having your back against the wall for the players. Excuse me, my bad for keep cutting you off, but these guys are seniors. They don't want to go home. They don't want to go get a job at State Farm. They want to play some ball.
I was about to say, and just to add to your point too, Michael O'Connell might have saved his coaching career, the biggest butterfly effect that we've seen in recent history. And yeah, I do agree. I mean, they had a Chili's the other day. They had a DJ meet and greet with both DJs, which I thought was really awesome.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, there was definitely a lot more people there for the big old DJ Burns than there were for DJ Horn. But that is truly true. I mean, DJ Horn, we'll give him his credit here. We know the real hoops. No, I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, though, like he truly has been probably their biggest catalyst. I mean, it's been kind of a blessing. I will say it's almost a blessing because everyone's now kind of overanalyzed. I'm assuming the coaches know better than most of us marks or squares or whatever you want to call it. But a lot more people all of a sudden are like, whoa, watch out for DJ Burns. And now DJ Horn's just dropping 20 because not a lot of eyes are on him. And everyone's all of a sudden like, whoa, who's that guy? Why is he going off?
I mean, even against Duke, DJ Burns got him going in that second. DJ Horn, excuse me, got him going in that second half. With a few perimeter shots to even get the game back close when they were down 6 or 7. So
I was about to say, and then they brought in the reliever, big old DJ Burns. But yeah, I think DJ Horn. Best way to put it, I think DJ Horns is more the starter that gets them set up in a great spot, and then they can bring in DJ Burns a little bit of post technician masterwork in the paint to finish it out.
Yeah, I just wish March Madness, man. They always try to. That's one thing I don't like about the tournament is you do get the beautiful Cinderella stories like DJ Burns and whatever that guy's name is from Oakland who hit all them threes, but they tend to hyper fixate on 1 or 2 players when there's probably about 9 to 10 players that should be getting some love in this tournament, including guys like Braden Smith, who had an excellent tournament, who I haven't heard
almost had a triple-double the other day, and that just kind of got brushed under the rug quickly. It's like, oh, hey, look how cool stats are. And then they're like, oh, but Zach Edey over here.
Yeah.
No, which I understand. But
it's happening to everybody. Which
Mohamed Diarra, casually just averaging 12 plus rebounds every single game of the tournament and majority of the ACC run. I mean, he doesn't get talked about as much. And that guy's on Ramadan, which I just learned lasts till April 19th. So that guy's going to be on it for the whole run. That's insane.
Yeah, shout out to one of my dogs. Well, I got 2
Mohamed Diarra.
But
yeah, no,
Diarra,
I won't lie. Mad respect.
Burns is getting all the love.
That should be insane.
Diarra's getting all the boards. Burns getting like 3 boards a night, as big as he is.
4, maybe 4. Maybe 4. Give him some credit now. Nah, for real. Just to add to that point, like I mean, with betting wise, I mean, you look at the difference. DJ Burns is almost like plus money at 6 rebounds. You're getting Mohamed Diarra 12 plus rebounds, like minus 140, minus 150, minus 180. It's like, oh yeah, that boy working. And legit the only reason that he didn't get any foul trouble. Oh, sorry. The only reason he didn't get as many last games is he's in foul trouble. The games he's not in foul trouble. I mean, Muhammad Diarra is, I would say, almost their glue piece.
No, him and that dude. I don't know his name, man. I'm letting the world down with this stuff. But the
Yeah.
guy who hit the three,
Michael O'Connell.
I mean, that guy, they got some ballers, bro. And it's all just getting all the credit's just going to DJ Burns. Well, shout out to DJ Burns. Why would you
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he should do some more shouting out though.
I think I won't lie. I think he has done a decently good job about it. I know we might not. I don't think I've seen as much. Maybe obviously he could do probably potentially more, but I feel like I've seen at least a good amount of stuff where he's at least been trying to do it a little bit. But yeah, you know what? At the same time, enjoy that spotlight, son. You honestly, I mean, he national treasure, man. It's funny. It is true, like you said. It's crazy how every year, man, we're just scouring for it. We thought it was gonna be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Shout out Seton Hall, by the way, last night, but nah,
Shout out
not,
Seton
not
Hall,
him.
baby.
DJ Burns. Yeah, for real. Shout out Seton Hall, man. 9-0 run, biggest run of the game at the end of the game when it matters most. I mean, I know we're not supposed to be talking about them too much, but real quick, I mean, shout out to them for literally. I mean, you want to talk about a good game plan? Last 2 minutes of game, they just had Robbie Avila. I mean, shooting threes with 15 seconds on the shot clock for like 5 possessions in a row, and he shot it every single time.
Because he's dumbass. Trash.
I'll admit, like that was really dumb. I was sitting there like, wow. I mean, to be fair, they all did get wide open looks, but they were kind of open for a reason. That guy went 1 for 8 open, and they left the center open for 3. Probably good, pretty good. So shout out Seton Hall, man. Big East runs college basketball right now.
Nah, shout out to Seton Hall, man. 2 of the teams that were in the NIT for the biggest reasons because they were not invited. That's why they're in the NIT,
Yeah.
the not invited tournament. The 2 teams that got whatever they call it, the 2 teams that should have been in
Screwed.
end up in the NIT championship game, and I mean, great game, 2-point win by Seton Hall.
Game.
Indiana State 3.5-point favorites, I believe, going into that game. Seton Hall just did not give a hot ham. Shaheen
2.5
Holloway.
3.5 late. I got 2.5 in the morning. By like in the afternoon, it was 3.5. So there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, they doing that thing." Nah.
Yeah, I almost came back on Seton Hall, but I didn't. The Final Four, the NIT, bro, I smashed Indiana State and Seton Hall. So I was like, whoever wins, I really don't care. I already got my money in.
I feel you there. Yeah, those numbers. I won't lie to you. Saw those numbers, like, oh, that's good. I'm not gonna say that's easy money, but I'm like, oh yeah, that feels pretty good. What, 2.5, 4, 3.5, 4.5, whatever it was 2 days ago.
Yeah,
oh, that's good. I'll take that.
On the White Sox money line instead, which I don't remember how that ended up last night. Can somebody remind me?
They had a game yesterday.
Luckily, I took the over just because I knew they was gonna lose. But
man, bro.
Oh man, it's bad.
I don't know. I don't even want to.
Last night was the first game I watched all season 2. Is worse than I could imagine.
God damn,
it's
bad.
Tough.
The Royals.
They
that's
got
what makes
some kid
it worse.
coming out the bullpen. I don't know. This guy's like 5'2", just gave up 9 runs.
I thought they got some. Is it the bald guy from what's that one college we were watching? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
A little short. Oh, was that St. Mary's? Or was that a different game?
I think it was, but I don't want to lie to you. I don't remember.
We know you know what I'm talking about though. Yeah, so they brought that guy out the pitch. Is what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't remember who that was, but yeah.
Bro, he wasn't
on St. Mary's.
I don't think it was either. It was some other team in white. Oh, that's gonna piss me off so bad. I'm so mad I forgot what that dude's name was.
I know. I think it was one of the play-in games. I just can't remember. I don't know. I'll never know.
Yeah, I do. But dude, all I can see is a little short bald boy in my head. Was he on Yale? No, I think he's in the Ivy League potentially. But yeah, we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. This could be like a 30-minute.
Nah, I could. I want to say a lot of things right now, but yeah,
we'll bring it back next week. We'll find this for next week. Who's that little short bald guy? Shout out to him, the baller.
But this guy, Debbie Garcia, if you know him, you know him.
Shout out, man.
They come in, you know, you're short when the announcers, as soon as you come in the game, they talk about how your fastball is coming from a different angle, and the hitters got to adjust to it. And I was like, okay, so he got the angle. He about to come in and throw some. Oh, he about to give up
Oh,
11 runs. All right. Okay. Okay. He about to give
man,
up 10 of them things. But let's really talk about this. You got Purdue minus 9.5. They're taking on
sir.
NC State. 9.5. It's been 9.5 all week. And this is personally, I watched Purdue not cover these numbers all year. They've been decent. I'm not saying it's been like 2-20. They've probably been more closer to like 15-12 against numbers like these. But I've just watched them win these type of games by 5 and 6 all season. Barely win by 2 or 3 all season. For some reason, I think here we actually get the blowout. I think Purdue is the right side here, especially minus the 9.5. I just feels like the clock's gonna strike midnight. DJ Burns is gonna get in foul trouble. By the time they look up, it's gonna be a 17-point lead, and they're gonna have no answer. And we're gonna have the newly found coach of the year, who is a horrible coach, trying to figure out answers. In Keaton on the sideline for NC State. Luckily, he has his automatic 2 or 3 or 5 years, whatever he got. I mean, talk about luck. This
Man,
guy
that
was
boy got
already
you choking
this guy
up.
was already touching up his resume, and then all of a sudden, huh? Who? Huh? Oh, I got a job still? Cool.
Man, I will.
Um,
That shit's always crazy.
but I think 9.5 is the right side on Purdue. It's a fun story to bet NC State, but I think this is one of
Yep.
the games. And seeing Zach Edey, even in November, it looked like he had a chip on his shoulder. That chip was confirmed in the post game show last game. I don't know. I think Purdue's coming here to get to the final game, and I just think they're going to lose to Connecticut.
Yep, I think I'm kind of in a similar boat with you on this game. Taking the Purdue minus 9.5. I think this game goes one of two ways. Regardless, Purdue is going to win it in my eyes. Can they obviously lose this game? Yes. I just don't. You saw what that block on Edey with Connect. That I don't think I've seen a 7-4 arm pump go faster in my life. I thought he was about to force gravity around himself. That's all. The whole he swung that thing so hard, like I said, I thought a gravitational pull was about to happen. But that being said, Zach Edey, man, you can tell we're fucking winners. That's what he said. So they're winning this game. I'm betting on winners. All right. No, in all seriousness, though, I think this can go one of two ways. Like I said, either way Purdue wins it. This can be the Tennessee game, where it's close battle, close battle, close battle, close battle. Purdue pulls away slightly late to win it by like 7 or 8. Or it's going to be a repeat of Utah State, where Purdue just comes out and pretty much just punches them right in the mouth. You get some stumbling, another punch in the mouth, knockout. I mean, Utah State, Purdue had them buried now in the first half. I think this can go a very similar way. They just have to be on top of it and keep the pace up. I also have some other stuff to share, other bets wise. After
Yeah, real quick,
that
game was embarrassing. I was watching that game the
Utah
whole time
State,
thinking, bro, this is Utah State. Like, this isn't like Grambling. I don't know. And
yeah,
Grambling's a bad team. They made it to the tournament, but this isn't Longwood. Like, this
Mountain
is
West
Utah State.
champion,
Yeah,
Mountain West
bro.
champion, got beat
I,
by 40.
yeah. I mean,
I was at
I
the
was
golf
also
course.
on Utah State's money line, so it felt even worse. But I was just like, bro, this is not whoever. Houston Baptist Christian
Right?
Academy Church League. Like, this is supposed to be a legit team.
Dude, no joke. I was actually at the golf course. I think we're gonna go to the same golf course I was actually at that weekend. Shout out. I'm just watching it. I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, it's about 6-7, 6-7. At halftime, I think it was about like 8, maybe 10 or whatever. It's somewhat close. I'm like, all right, I might have to walk in for the second half. Pretty much play. I think we play like 4 holes or whatever. I'm like, oh, let me check back in on this game.
Yeah.
What? And by the way, I had Zach Edey 25 and 10 Purdue to win. Probably had $80 on it. Bro had 21 and a half. Like, all right, we're in a good spot. He finished with 23. I mean, they were up by 40. His ass was out with the quickness. I'm like, oh my God. It was insane. Absolutely insane. Yeah. So I think that there's a real, especially like you said, we think if DJ Burns gets in trouble, NC State has a real issue too with the bigs. We haven't brought this up yet. We've been on for how long we've been on? Like almost 30 minutes now? Almost about 25 minutes-ish. We have not brought it up once. Ben Middlebrooks, Mohamed Diarra, DJ Burns. You get past that, I don't know if they have. I haven't seen a big personally since the ACC tourney past that. And due to the foul trouble, I think we're going to have. And no offense to Ben Middlebrooks, but he's a white. I don't think he's going to be able to handle the paint very well because he's white. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. He's just a skinnier, tall guy. I think that Edey's going to eat his lunch up potentially a little bit
In the
if he ends
words
up
of
playing
Billy
defense.
Hoyle, I mean, I am white.
He is white. No, in all seriousness, though, Ben Millbrook's more their offensive than their defensive player. So when he comes in, yeah, defense might not be the best. And like I said, once they get past that line of defense, they got nothing. So give me Purdue minus 9.5. If you want to have some fun with me, ED 2010 Purdue to win minus like 118. I might boost that. We'll see. 2010's automatic. That's just, we're going to wait. We're going to wait though. He's at every tourney, but I'm going to wait to see what I can do with odds and everything. I might take ED 25 and 10 in that spot as well, or 25 and 12 potentially. Looking for those numbers. Those will be two fun little three legs to do, either 25-12 Purdue to win or 2010 Purdue to win. But besides that, Mohamed Diarra, 12 plus rebounds. I forget what the odds are. I'm pretty sure it's close to plus money. He's going to be the rebounder for them. I don't mind that at all. DJ Burns over 3.5 assists plus 136. If he stays in the game, I think with the focus on him, he'll be able to dish it out, which is my goal. That's one of my, I'll admit, one of my more favorite ones. Issue though last week, 3 assists last week. I had 4. That's tough. So I'm scared of that
He was
again.
locked in last week. I think it's going to be a different story
Yeah.
this week. I mean, he had the softest guy in the world on him.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
sure,
like
I'm
that
sure
was
his gut, his mind, his coach, his teammates was like, bro, go at this
don't
mother.
pass.
Yeah,
Don't pass.
they
If you
gonna
pass
play
it to us, we
single.
passing to you.
They wasn't doubling. They wasn't even flashing. They wasn't stunting at him. They was just letting him go one-on-one with
Yeah, you
the
want to talk
softest
about being
defender in the
white?
world.
Kyle
Yeah.
Pilipowski looked white guarding DJ Burns. I'm not gonna lie, that looked like oh god damn, that's a white. That looked like Zion against the little white boy back in high school, whatever that was.
Now, you know what made me laugh so hard? Because I said, this is Kyle Filipowski. Supposed to be one of the greats. Supposed to be going to the league. Well, guess what? This is what he looks like in the NBA.
He should probably stay back. I know he won't ever do this, but he probably should stay back another year to get into their like
Bro,
strength
he should
conditioning
never go to
program.
the league, bro.
He needs to get. Boy needs to get a little bit
He
bigger.
needs to just retire. He needs to figure out another sport. The kid is trash.
I haven't watched a lot of games of him, so I can't say too much. But yeah,
I've never seen the kid do anything. He had a great game against Virginia last season in the regular season. I will admit that. But that was against Virginia.
Yeah, that is fair. That's very true. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I'm agree with you. That was like barbecue chicken last week against Kyle Filipowski. Against Edie, I don't think the scoring should be as easy. So maybe looking for a little bit of dishing. You got 3 guys.
Purdue's gonna be my bad. I think Purdue's gonna be smart enough
Go ahead.
to blitz him.
Yeah, I think
they
so.
Don't even want Zach Edey to try and guard this man one-on-one.
I think
Zach Edey can, but I think Burns has some moves that'll put Zach Edey on his ass.
I think so too, because I think his weight distribution is amazing. Like the way he's at, like his spin to the left shoulder is absolutely disgusting. As a guy who's probably I'm going to say it, a master of the spin move. Might be. I have tape to prove it. I just want to say, my favorite move. I watched Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis growing up. The spin move was my go-to move. I don't want to call myself a master, but I might actually have people back me up and say, yeah, JC got a nice spin move. So that's a guy master. I mean, the way his weight distribution is insane. The way he's able to get all of his weight on one hip and then instantly just flip the hips like that takes some real ass hip movement, man. And for being 270, like that shit's truly impressive. Because it's not easy to get them big hips moving like that. But yeah, I mean, that might have been master of the spin move. Might not be. There's definitely people higher than me. There can be multiple masters. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
you gave me that weird look, like I just said, like I killed the Roman emperor or something.
No, I was just laughing. I was like, "Hey, own it, man. Do your thing, master."
I'll have to send you a clip.
I actually also was picturing you playing basketball. I wasn't thinking about you on the D line coming off the edge with the spin move.
Oh,
and
and
I was
dude,
just like, and then you was like, you got tape to
here.
back it up. I just pictured you like in the driveway, like nobody guarding you. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, no, I do.
You want me to send you? I can send you that tape too if you want to send me that tape. Hey, man, that half spin post fade, I got that shit down right. Tell you what, put the trash can out there, the pop. Got that shit down nice, man.
But yeah, I do believe you coming off the D line with the spin move is nasty.
Let me real quick though before I get back to the points. Favorite, I hate to say it, favorite play of all time. I don't even think this team's a football program anymore. RIP. Got some big old 330-pound dude to fall on his ass with the spin move. Greatest play I've ever done in my college. Missed a sack by that much. I mean, it still kind of sucks, but coolest play I've ever done. I also blame my DBs for not covering long enough to give me the chance, but I'm just kidding. I should have got there faster. All seriousness though, back to people who are actually playing in sports now, not retired. Got 3 3-pointers for you. Mason Gill. Fuck! Wanted to save him for last. Braden Smith, Fletcher Lawyer, Mason Gillis, 3+3s.
The Three Stooges.
The Three Stooges, legit. I think it's going to be pretty much. I'm looking for hitting 2 of 3. My whole plan for this, it's going to be the good old dump it down to Edie, does his 4 little things and kick. Somebody gets a 3. They just got to hit him. Last week or last game, didn't hit him. Tennessee game, hit him before half. So yeah, I'm just going back to the Three Stooges. The three. Actually, I don't think Braden Smith is in those commercials. Smart by him. Never mind. I'm not going to bring up those commercials. You know what I'm talking about. I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah,
bring up the sleepy time and all that, but I don't think Braden Smith is in those. I think it's just Lawyer
yeah.
and Gillis.
I
But yeah,
will say
no. So in
this.
all seriousness,
Go ahead.
go
Let you
ahead.
finish, and then I'll
Oh,
comment.
I have 2. I basically just got 2 more to give out. Like I said, Gillis 2 plus 3s. That's plus money on one book. FanDuel, it's not. If you can get a plus money again, hit a lot. 2 more, like I said, give out. Edie 30 plus or 30 points plus 176. Edie 35 plus 440. Taking both of those solo. Edie's just been dominant. He's been playing more minutes as the tournament has gone on. So I'm just gonna write it out. And if you want one really fun one, top point scorer DJ Horn 22-1. If you think that he's able just to blitz and destroy the guards on offense, 22-1 is not horrible odds at all for a top scorer in the Final Four.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean,
Like I said,
nobody,
it's a way long shot
nobody,
though.
nobody on Purdue's gonna be able to guard them. Their perimeter defense has been killing them all year. Like if NC State could play through their guards, which I know is hard to do when the whole world is watching DJ Burns, and DJ Burns is going to be asking for it, and the coach who ain't done shit good in his whole career is just going to say give the ball to DJ Burns. If they would just allow Horn to run this game through the pick and roll and get Edie in
Easy
some awkward
2025.
situations, yeah, that mid range jumper is going to be there all game. As we know, Edie's going to back off of it.
Bruce
But
Thornton.
yeah, I don't know why people don't watch that tape more. I mean, at the time, 12 and 14 Ohio State team dog Purdue that game all game.
With the same play.
But man, yeah, I don't know. DJ Horn does have a definite chance. I will say this about the 3-point props, man. This is a big stage. Uh, I don't know if Mason Gillis has the kahunas to even take a shot in this game. And
After he missed 3 last game, I might agree with you on that one.
they're
That boy looks
playing in
scared to shoot.
I don't know why they do this to these kids, but they're playing, of course, every year they play the Final Four in a football stadium 10 times the
Yeah.
size of
Those
anything they've
adjustment
ever
period.
played in. And I'll just say from personal experience, it is weird when you look at a rim and when you look at a rim at 10 foot in a huge stadium like that, it looks like it's 7 foot. I don't know if that
Yeah.
makes any sense.
No, I can
I
understand
used
that.
to
Yeah,
hate
it's
playing
probably
in
really weird optically.
yeah, it is.
You said
But
you had
can,
experience with this? Because you're probably better than I've never personally me, I've never played in a stadium, so I don't know the difference. I mean, I can see the difference, obviously, but I don't have physical experience playing in it.
yeah. I mean, we've had in Texas, we played in stadiums. I remember Barnett Stadium was just felt huge, but the rims felt low. Butler Stadium, the rims felt like there was 9 feet, 7 feet. Jumper was always broke in those stadiums. But at Del Mar Stadium, I felt at home. I felt comfortable. That was our home stadium. I don't know if that's why, but I like that bitch up in there. But I don't know any other stadium. Like it takes some getting used to.
Yeah.
I'll try
No,
to keep
I can
air
imagine it.
balls in Butler and Barnett. I'll just say that. And I
I can imagine. It's almost like it's I'd say it's probably very similar to like say you're playing like almost at a high school stadium and then you go play at like Purdue or we don't even got to go like as high as like Ohio State and all that. You go play at Purdue or Illinois, a place like that, and all of a sudden you go from 2,000 people in the stands to about 40,000. It's like, oh, all of a sudden it looks way massive bigger. Playing field's still the same. Everything
yeah.
optically should still basically be the same, but there's something up here. Yeah, I am very curious to see about that because I do think you're 100% right. That's the only thing that does scare me about these 3-point props
Have you seen you saw the picture how big that shit is?
of the what of the
Where they playing in Phoenix, where the Cardinals play. Bro, it looks like
the Cardinal Stadium. I've seen the Cardinal Stadium before. Yeah, so I just know
bro,
I just know like legit off the rip. Like yeah, that place looks fucking massive by itself.
I've been in there watching the Saints Cardinals game before. But long story short, they posted a picture of the basketball court. It looks like somebody put a post-it note in the middle of the Grand Canyon. Like you can't
That's
even tell
awesome.
it's a
I actually have
basketball
not.
court. But it's from like the
That's
top of
hilarious.
the arena, and everybody's like, "Dude, why are we having these kids playing these big ass arenas?"
I mean, we know why they're doing it,
Yeah,
but why are they playing that? You are very. I think you are exactly right. Man, I want to see this court now. I'm going to look it up later because yeah, I can imagine it. Because Glendale, I just feel like personally that stadium is huge.
it is. They built it. It is. I'm not gonna get into all that shit. I don't know why the hell they built that shit an hour from the damn city. But hey,
Yeah, that was
UConn
dumb.
and
That's
Phoenix
dumb,
don't
by the
belong.
way. Dumb as shit. I totally
Yeah,
agree with you. That's dumb as shit. We don't got to get into it. I just
they
wanted
used
you to know that you aren't alone.
they used to play in Tempe, which for those that know Phoenix area, is right in the heart of Phoenix. It's about a few blocks from where the Diamondbacks played, hockey team play, ASU, all that shit. They used to play at ASU Stadium where Arizona State played, and then they built their own stadium. But they literally built it. If it's traffic, bro, it's a 2-hour drive. Without traffic, it's like 50 minutes.
Dumb, dude. Like,
All the
I
way
mean,
down
it's
in
just.
bumfuck nowhere.
I mean, I get if they were trying to build the area around it and make it a whole thing, I would
That's
get
what they
that. But yeah, I
did.
mean,
They
so
put
I
like
like I'd
nightclubs.
get why they do that, but an hour away just. I mean, obviously some people be like, well, now it's only 15 minutes away from me. But
Yeah.
yeah, when you're talking about capitals like Indianapolis Colts, I expect the Indianapolis Colts to be in fucking Indianapolis. Like the Chicago Bears, I don't expect the Bears to be in Arlington Heights. That's like 40 minutes from Chicago. I expect it to be in goddamn Chicago. But like I said, yeah, I think Kansas City. I know this is getting off topic. I think they're looking to move potentially from their area. About it's just that's the whole stadium thing's weird now with everyone trying to build around it, control the land around it, making the stadium buying and the stadium moving really, really strange.
Nah, maybe I'm spoiled, man. New Orleans and Houston, bro. Our shit is in the heart of the city, bro. Like,
Same with the Colts. I mean, Colts
yeah,
is
it's
in the
right
heart of
in the heart
downtown
of New
Indy.
Orleans, right in the heart of Houston.
Parking's
You
a
know,
bitch, but makes the
yeah,
environment awesome
yeah, hell yeah.
because there's more shit to do downtown. Like, I get you want the whole football lane and do all that, but it's actually more of like the getting to see the city, which is awesome about the Final Four too being in Arizona. Because if it was actually in the city, you get to experience all that shit about Arizona. But now let's go to the middle of
Yeah,
the
but I feel
desert.
bad for the people that's flying into Phoenix just to see the Final Four. They get a hotel next to the stadium. They realize, oh snap, we're all the way in Westgate, Glendale, and we only have 2 eating options, 2 nightclubs, and an hour and a half drive from the city. $90 Uber to go see downtown Phoenix. But hey, Phoenix is a gorgeous city. If y'all do have the money and time and you're out there,
A lot of
please
people
travel
moving
to
out
like
there.
Scottsdale, Tempe, downtown Phoenix, the actual heart of the city. Um, yeah, man, I would give you my favorite spot to eat, but I heard it closed down.
Damn.
Of 16th and Thomas. But anyway, any day, anyhow, we got Connecticut, UConn, the best team I've ever seen. They're taking on Alabama, which is, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more shocked Alabama's here than I am NC State. I guess they're about equal. I didn't expect none of them to be here. Connecticut minus 11.5. I laid it as early as I could. I laid it with as much money as I could. I'm on UConn minus 11.5. Alabama, they're gonna brick 93s in this game and look at each other crying the whole time. And Nate Oates ain't gonna have shit to say, but keep shooting, cause that's all they
Maybe
got.
we might get lucky. Yeah. I'm with you. I got one prop for this game. Rylan Griffin 3+3s for Alabama, simply for the fact he's the only one with
That
any
boy be
like a person.
stroking.
Yeah, that he's the only. And if you look at their props for 3 points, he's the only one with the realistic expectation. Like Mark Sears to hit 3+3s is like minus. I don't even think he has 3. I think it's him is like 4+3s is like minus 120. It's like, all right, well, I'm just straight up not taking that. Like if you look at the odds, especially player prop wise, and I'll get in this before I'm taking UConn minus 11.5, and I'll explain my reasoning for it in a second. But looking through the props, man, they nuke the props in this game. I think they know there's going to be absolutely zero defense played because you look at anybody's points or anybody's anything like. So say their realistic numbers, they average about 15 points a game. You want to get their average will be 15.5. You want to get 15 points exactly minus 180, 20 points plus 140. So it's like it's on two completely different ends of like the spectrum where it's like it's almost not even worth it. And I think that's because of one quick reason. UConn, number one offense in the country. Alabama, number 113th, 135th, 103rd defense in the country. One of those three numbers. I know there's a one. I know it's 100, and I know there's a 3 in there somewhere. And I know they ain't that good. So it's basically, I think they went 16 for what? 16 for 36 last weekend from 3. They could do that
Yeah.
again and still lose. That's what's incredible about this game. I'm taking UConn minus 11.5. I don't think anybody's going to stop them. All their player props are junk as well because I don't know who's going to be the guy this game. And if you look at all their player props, I'm not going to say all of them are junk, but a lot of the guys I think I would like to go off. The odds are just juiced to high hell, or they're basically just saying, hey, take the 11.5, don't touch any of these props. So I'm listening to the books. I'm all over the 11.5. I just don't know who's going to stop UConn, man. Truly, this game I want to say I could see this game being close, but I just can't say that anymore. I just don't see. I got to see it be done at this point. It's like you can tell me there's a ghost around my house, but until I see it doing something, there ain't a ghost in my house.
Yeah.
That's the best way to put it. Like you could say someone's stealing my food, but until I don't know who it is, I can't figure it out. Like Alabama could beat them. Somebody could beat them. I don't know who it is. I haven't figured it out. Can't do it. You can't do it.
Dan Hurley, Tristan Newton, and Donovan Clingan could show up at
Oh,
halftime of this game.
One more thing real quick.
And they still win.
Yeah. They're playing. The plane got landed in UConn's plane landed a little bit later. There's extra motivation. Alabama by 100. Dan Hurley's gonna find motivation in that plane landing. Like saying the NCAA wants to fuck us over again. I love Dan Hurley, man. Shout out to him. He's wearing dragon underwear, by the way. Undefeated in the dragon underwear, I believe is the record.
Hey,
so far.
That's how you do it. That's how you give it a good jinx. No, I'm playing.
I don't know what the record is. It's either 19-1 or undefeated. I forget. One of his underwear is 19-1. The other one he's undefeated. And I just forget which one he said it was.
I never heard about the underwear statistic.
Well, you know Dan Hurley's superstitious, man.
Hey, you gotta be, I guess, to get as far as you get.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to, like, if he's even said it himself, like he's beyond superstitious about stuff. Where he's like, yeah, he said his words, and I quote, because I was on the Pat McAfield. Pat's like, hey, so if you wear the underwear a lot, right? Like those things got to be worn down a little bit and all that, right? He's just like, let me tell you, Pat, it gets a little swampy down there, and that's all he said about talking about the underwear. I'm like, I love this guy, man. I love Dan Hurley, honestly. Like just listening to him talk and everything, he's serious. He's amazing, honestly. I would die for that man, and I don't even have him as a coach.
Nah, he's definitely a man's man and a coach's coach and a player's coach.
Man's man. Love that saying. That is that is a man's man though, for real.
They got look ahead numbers here. Just for funsies, talking about Monday. I'ma just talk about Connecticut and Purdue. We could be wrong here, but I think Purdue and Connecticut is going to end up there on Monday night. Connecticut 5.5-point favorites. You think that's big enough against Purdue?
No. I think it should be like 8 to 9, honestly.
I know, you know.
And then Purdue might cover.
People are going to be surprised at how big Clingan is next to Edey. I don't think there's that big of a difference.
There's 2 inches, I think. I think if we're going by the, I think book statistics, 172, 174. For being realistic, both of them are probably more closer to 7'3", 7'1", maybe. But I totally agree, man. I look at these hypothetical lines. I saw 5.5. I'm like, oh my god, that's it. My personal prediction in a bracket I made for my work, which is this has been the general score I think I've had all year. 80 to 72 is my prediction for the final for UConn Purdue, and that's no numbers, that's no statistics. That's just straight me feeling it out personally. I think it's going to be about 80 to 72. And that's me being optimistic, man. I think Purdue can keep it close, obviously, but I don't know, man. We just talked about it. Who's keeping it close with fucking UConn lately? They're just blowing Illinois. Technically, Illinois beat Purdue. Like, I'm not going to say handily, but they handled them in the Big Ten championship game for the tourney. Got that shit waxed by UConn. It's like, man, I don't know.
One of my favorite things about this tournament, and they kind of got overglossed, but Brad Underwood, cocky as hell going into the
game. My god, that was awesome.
And then
I didn't expect that.
He's just like, he's like, whoa, ho, gut check, huh? God, I don't know what he said, but you can tell he got his ass whooped. Yeah, he's sitting home crying.
You can tell he didn't watch much film.
Yeah,
he's just like, well,
you kind of.
He's like, there's nothing. Yeah, he's like, there's nothing that we should. He's like, there's nothing we shouldn't or we shouldn't unexpect anything from it. Everything. Some wording along that lines where he's like, we should expect everything we should expect from. We shouldn't be worried about anything. And then he basically comes out and he's like, oh, shit, did not expect that.
30-0. Nobody's ever got hit with a 30-0. I've never seen a 30 in the Elite in my life.
Elite 8. This isn't Grambling State against Purdue. This is UConn didn't even go on a 30-0 run against fucking Wagner with 7 people or Stetson. I forget whoever the hell they played.
No, 30 that's what I'm saying.
By the way, did Brad Underwood even? Now I'm thinking back. I feel like I'm not gonna say he's a horrible coach, but how did he not kill that run, man? How do you just let it keep happening?
I mean, what is 5-0 going into halftime?
That's probably what he was thinking. He said
it's 5. It's 5. They're on a 5-0 run going into halftime. So technically, the halftime stops the run. They come out going like another 23-0 run. You go to the under 16 break. It's not like he didn't have chances. He had 2 breaks to huddle up.
Yeah. I know. I just wish I could go in his huddle. There has to be a point like, boys, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was not expecting this. We're fucked, man. I don't know how we're gonna stop them. No, in all seriousness, that was unbelievable. Like that 30-0 run right there alone is kind of why I'm like, oh yeah, nobody's stopping them. And even if
Oh,
they like stop them a little, I mean, even if they stop them a little bit, they just find a way. Unreal.
yeah. 20-10 run. Thank God. Whew. Didn't get 30 pieced.
Right? You're happy. It's like, thank God they finally quit scoring. But shout out Matt Norlander, man. He put it the best way I think I've ever seen a tweet written. Connecticut is a tidal wave. That is literally the best way to put it. It's damn near a tsunami. You're just watching it slowly build up over the shore, and you're like, all right. You see it farther in distance, like, all right. And then as it's getting closer, all of a sudden it's like, oh shit. And then you just get absolutely overran, 30-0 run, and game's over.
Nah, somebody need to check on Brad Underwood. I think he's still.
I don't think I've heard from him since.
I think he's still stuttering to himself in a rocking chair. He ain't even been to bed yet. He just
He's in a-
nothing no good. What ain't nothing we ain't seen before.
He's in a-
What the hell was that?
He's in a psych ward. Like, I didn't think that shit could fucking happen, man. Like,
I'm going back to SFA. Fuck this shit.
no, in all seriousness, though, like, Brad Underwood definitely kind of did. I mean, it was definitely some of Brad Underwood's doing that 30-0 run happened, but that's just unbelievable. Like, as much as we joke about, I mean, the fact that even happened is just unrealistic. I don't think I've ever seen a 30-0 basketball run in my life anywhere.
Nah, Illinois. I mean, they
Like,
should
shit,
be happy to be there though. I mean, they got 1.5 players. I don't even know how they made it that far.
You would think
But-
at some point they would just slap the wrists of like, be like, hey, all right, finally, y'all get a foul. Go to the free throw line, please. We can't watch anymore. The refs are just sitting there like, this is a fucking slaughter. God damn. Like, they aren't even fouling them. That's the worst part. This is all clean. I can't even call anything.
I think they only hit 1 3 that whole run too.
Oh, probably. Terrence Shannon, I don't want to say he shriveled up, but they just completely took him out of the game.
I'm talking about UConn. You go on a 30-0 run,
Oh.
nothing but twos.
Oh,
bro. They
yeah.
just dissecting them. Shoot.
Oh,
Scalpel.
yeah, it was.
Take a rib out. Shoot.
Bro, you want to talk about successful heart surgery? They took out the heart, the brain, the liver, the abdomen. I mean, they just made a Frankenstein monster.
And then send them home perfectly fine, stitch back up. Whoop.
All right. What?
On
Send
your
them
way,
home so
Mr.
good they forgot
Underwood.
they had surgery.
Oh, here, take this bag of whatever's left to Shannon with you.
Illinois sitting there waking up off the anesthesia like, man,
Yeah.
I feel good.
I had a
Like,
crazy
yeah.
dream, man. We got 30-0 ran on.
I mean, I could make a Diddy. I could make a Diddy joke, but I don't think I'm gonna go that far.
Yeah. This is a sports gambling show.
I heard somebody else make on a sports show. I thought we
Hey.
could too.
Hey,
Nah, yeah, I ain't gonna go that far.
do what you must, but
Nah, I'm UConn
South
all the way,
Carolina,
man.
baby. Taking on North Carolina State tonight, women's Final Four. Quick thoughts. I'm on South Carolina minus 11.5.
Huh.
And F. Caitlin Clark. Let's
Yeah.
go Paige buckets. Give me the money line on UConn.
Ooh. Real quickly to follow up as well, give me South Carolina as well, and I'll go a little bit opposite you. I'll be just to keep some what is the word? Rivalry on the show. Give me Caitlin Clark and them girls. There's a player performance double. Caitlin, I'm talking like Brad Underwood now. Caitlin Clark 430, Iowa to win plus 136. Might be the performance double I take, honestly. And just stay away and just sit back and enjoy the game because I think she's probably going to score 30. And then if she doesn't, I'll hate her and take South Carolina in the next round. No, in all seriousness, though, I do have Iowa to win the national championship as a women's ticket. So that's kind of biasly on that, but it's okay. Shout out
Man,
to
if Iowa wins, you got to understand what they did.
yeah, they
Beat the reigning champs in LSU, come up
And
against
then-
the dynasty in UConn, and then play a team that's fucking 73-1 or something like that. the
arguably
last two
better than the
seasons.
UConn team we're watching in the men's side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of like that's what sucks. I think if they get past this game, I just think that the amount of mental like exhaustion that they're gonna have, I just don't see anybody being South Carolina. I hope Caitlin Clark gets a chance to do it and all that. It's gonna be tough. That
I
South
think what
Carolina
sucks
team.
too, if it is Iowa, South Carolina, Iowa beat South Carolina in the Final Four. Iowa's the only team to beat South Carolina in the last 2 years. They're literally like 70-something and 1.
Yeah,
So
and it's
South
gonna be
Carolina's not about to let them beat them twice.
inverse of LSU Iowa. I think literally the opposite. Where like Iowa won this last time because like we ain't losing again. Yeah, it makes it suck even worse. Not only are they undefeated, they have the motivation factor over you. That's tough. That is tough.
But man, shout out. It's gonna be some good games tonight. Baseball picks, Dodgers over 7, Phillies on the run line.
Woo.
Phillies Nationals over 8.5. Those are the 3 bets I got for today. And man, everybody have a good weekend. My dog. Anything you want to say before we get the hell on up out of here?
I got to talk about it. Them Yankee boys. they actually got a good record. Let's go. No, in all seriousness, I'm very excited for this weekend. I got personally for me, got 2 tickets, 3 tickets for these 8 Final Four teams. Iowa women's we just talked about, UConn men's, Purdue men's. So I'm going to be hopefully sitting happy by the time we get to this national championship game on Monday. I just can't wait, man. It's going to be a fun weekend of sports. Great weekend of sports, on. So we got the women's national championship, men's national championship. We got the Masters. Don't worry, there's Masters next week. I think
Oh
it might be
man,
next week.
it should be this week, but I thought it was last week.
I think the
It's not.
Masters
We
starts
got
April
a
4th.
Texas Open this week.
Okay, so Masters upcoming. That might be April 13th. That might be what it is instead. And we didn't talk about it all this show. And we're big wrestling fans. I'm just kidding. WrestleMania this weekend as well. Amazing
heard.
sports weekend. It's
Heard about
WrestleMania
that.
40, so it's going to be I'm assuming one of their biggest ones in a while because they usually make their 10-year anniversary ones. Amazing. But yeah, it's going to be amazing sports weekend, man. I'm really excited. A lot of people, personally for me, I've seen a lot of people that I've talked to that are actually wrestling fans really excited for this. So it sounds like it's going to be an amazing sports weekend across all sports.
Yeah, no,
Just
yeah,
wanna throw it out
I
there.
forgot about the WrestleMania, man. Shout out to you for capping off the weekend for us.
Yeah, we got some UFL, I'm assuming, happening as well. But season 1.
What, the Renegades versus the Blackhawks? No, I don't know. It's always some weird names like that.
Probably. Those are 2 right names though.
Yeah, I think the
I don't
Renegades
know.
are a New Orleans team. Is the only reason I know them actually.
You going to a game?
They'd have to pay me. They they would have
They
to
gotta
pay me.
pay me.
And they ain't gotta pay me a lot, but they would have to pay me 2 free hot dogs and a free beer or something. Put $20 on my tab or something. Pay for
I'll
parking.
show up.
Something. Yeah. Send a Uber. I'll show up.
Aren't you
Man,
like
Yankees
I'm
Blue
out.
Jays, baby.
Should be a fun one.
Yeah.
By the way, what'd you say your baseball bets were? Dodgers over 7, Phillies money line, then you said Phillies over?
Phillies run line, Phillies over.
Run line. I just want to make sure I heard you right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's 7.5 now, Dodgers Cubs. I got it at 7.
Dodgers.
Yeah. Phillies Nationals. I think Phillies put up 10 by themselves and win this game 10-2. I'm on the run line and the over. AKA Fade Patrick Corbin, year 18.
Somehow still in the league.
But yeah, man, take all these wagers at your own risk and please gamble responsibly. My man Jaden Chandler Parnell, thank you for being here with me. He is from the JC Pod on YouTube. And yeah, this is Captain by a Hook, baby, with the red beard. Presented by Stare Down.